Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Marie D, and I am back for another creator advice video. And today's topic is going to be Instagram. How I use Instagram as one of my main sources of subscribers and how I market for my adult content in a way that is safe for work and in a way that doesn't get me banned constantly. First and foremost, I do want to remind everyone that this is my creator advice YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed with post notifications on. I'm going to be getting back into weekly posting here, and I have lots of shorts that I'm going to be uploading as well. My shorts are mainly going to consist of like get ready with me's with small pieces of information and insights within them. So I hope you enjoy those as well. Let me know if you want a more in-depth get ready with me, and just comment below what kind of videos you want to see. The most important thing you can do though, if you like what I'm saying and you like my advice and you want to know more about how I run my businesses as an independent creator, meaning that I do not have any agency, I don't have any large celebrity connections putting me on. I started from scratch, from zero. Now 3 years later, being a multimillionaire and successful in this industry simply by learning how to go viral on social media. So if all of that interests you, make sure you go to mariedcreatoradvice.com and you'll be able to see my blog. My blog is there, it's on sale, it's very inexpensive in comparison to all the information you get out of it. So definitely check that out. I would really appreciate that. Again, mariedcreatoradvice.com. So let's get into the video today. We're gonna go through Instagram. Basically, what this video is gonna consist of is just me talking through what I post on a weekly basis on Instagram. There are gonna be some tips in here of things that I don't necessarily post every day, but that I try to post at least once or twice a week, which an example would be like photo dumps, and we'll get into that later in the video. The first concept about Instagram that I wanna get into with you guys is the concept of engagement. Having a high engagement account on Instagram is extremely important. It's more important than how many followers you have, than how long you've had the account, than the type of content you post. Having a high engagement account can make or break your business, and it is extremely important if you want to go viral and go regularly viral, or just get consistently good amount of views, comments, likes, and shares. High engagement account on Instagram means you get a lot of likes and comments and shares on your post in relation to how many followers you get. So if you have a high amount of followers, you're gonna wanna have a high amount of engagement. I see some creators with huge accounts only getting a few thousand likes on their posts despite having millions of followers. This is because their account is low engagement and their audience is not seeing their content. Their audience does not feel inclined to engage in their content. Their audience is not active, which is not the end of the world. Don't think it is. I'm gonna help you get back to a high engagement account. So here are some tips for making a low engagement account high engagement again. The number one tip I want to give you is to check your account status every single day. So you're going to want to go on Instagram, go into your settings, and go all the way down to account status. Now your account status is going to vary from account to account, but basically the only thing that matters is that you're being recommended. So your recommendations are on green. Now this tip applies to both Instagram and Facebook. They have very similar recommendations. If you're not being recommended, there is essentially no point in your Instagram account. Now, if you're not being recommended, there are different things you can do to get back on recommended. The number one thing is gonna be go through your violations and delete anything that might be causing you to get a violation. If you aren't being shown what violations, go through and clean your account. If you have sheer clothing that shows nipples, if you have too much butt, I noticed Instagram and Facebook do not like butt. Delete everything with butt, do an audit of your account to try to get back on recommendable. And if you do find yourself getting in trouble, getting a lot of removed content and things like that, switch to more conservative outfits. Remember, the less you show, the better. And I'm a firm believer in that. I do have some risque content out there, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to Instagram and Facebook, and especially platforms like TikTok, the safer you are for work, the more they're gonna push your content. That's why it's really important to be clever about how you market your OnlyFans. Don't just spread your legs out there and press post on Instagram. You need to be a little more clever and a little more calculated about the kind of content you post on your social media. So now that we've kind of gone over how to make a low engagement account high engagement again, I want to go over kind of what I post on Instagram every day. My assistants and I run about 10, 12 Instagram accounts. Some of them have different niches, some of them have similar niches, but they all get different content every single day. It is important to remember that I do have 2 active assistants that are helping me post this. If I was running my business completely by myself, I would try to have 3 to 5 Instagram accounts and post every single day on them. I did that myself for an entire year, and you can do it too. So now I'm able to over double how many Instagram accounts I have, and obviously double the amount of posting I have because I have a team. So that's really important to note. Just know that you're gonna work your way up there and you can do it by yourself. I did it while working a 9 to 5 and being a mom of 2, including a mom of an infant. So you can do it too. So on a daily basis, let's just go over my main account at Marie D Online. So my main account, I'm always gonna post a reel in the morning. Reels are the highest engaging content for me. They encourage the most sharing, the most comments, the most watches. Meaning people want to watch it multiple times, whereas a photo, people might not come back and watch it. Videos have been the dominant source of media to post since Instagram came out with Reels. I mean, Instagram pushes videos, they've improved the quality that they show the videos, the Explore feed, they have an entire Reels Explore feed. You need to be posting Reels every day, and most of you already know this. Now, the types of Reels I like to post are pretty simple. I'll put an example here on the screen as I chat. What I like to do is get a cute video, and I like to put it through Edits app on Instagram. Now, this is a really key thing to do. The Edits app that Instagram/Meta came out with is going to help you not only edit your content, but it's gonna help you pick a trending audio. They have a really nice selection of audios, whether they're for you or trending on there. So you'll be able to pick the best audio to increase that engagement, you know, if it's trending. And then also I like to add some cuts within my Reels, and I have my assistants do this too. There are some Reels where I don't cut, but that's rare. I like to add some cuts. It keeps it more interesting for the viewer. With these short form videos, you're really fighting for like a 5-second attention span. So just remember, keep your Reels short. I would say 15 seconds would be the max. I find like 8 to 10 seconds is a sweet spot. And then add some cuts, some transitions, whatever it may be, to keep it interesting. Now, Reels can be all sorts of different things. A lot of creators have different niches. They'll do skits, or they'll do things like that. These can be very high engaging because with the skits or with the relatable posts, people will tend to share those more. And that's another concept you need to remember when you're posting and creating content. Is this shareable? A lot of times my modeling content is very shareable to men who like to see women modeling online. The office content can be great for the same type of audience, or it can be more shareable for relatable moments, for fashion accounts and things like that. If your content is shareable, this is the best thing it can be as far as engagement goes. Just remember, that's another reason why you want to keep your videos not too risque. You want to make sure your videos are shareable and fun. Another thing to remember when posting any content on social media is how likely is it to go viral. The only way to give you an accurate description or an accurate tip on going viral is that you need to be watching the reels that are going viral right now. And this changes every single day. So there's no way anyone could give you a blueprint of how to go viral, okay? People who do that are clickbaiting you, and they're trying to give you false promises and false hope. The biggest thing you should get out of my videos is you need to establish your own brand. You need to find your own creativity and be original in your ideas as much as possible. Now, you can draw inspiration from other creators and kind of take their ideas and format them a little bit more towards what you want to make. So if you're seeing something going viral on your TikTok feed or Instagram Reels feed, and I say both because when creating Reels, you can also draw from TikTok too. Whenever you're seeing some short form video going viral, you can twist that and make it into your own. And this is the best research you can do, is seriously just being a user on Reels or TikTok. Another little helpful tip is upload it right to Shorts as well. You can open an account on YouTube and post nothing but shorts. I did that with one of my YouTube accounts and grew it to hundreds of thousands of subscribers before ever posting a long form video or a horizontal video. So make sure you're maximizing your content. Upload that short, that TikTok, whatever, to YouTube. Just make sure it's appropriate. YouTube is very, very strict with their guidelines, just like TikTok, I would say, very comparable. So moving forward with Instagram of what I post every day. So in the morning, you're always gonna see a reel from me. Within that story that I have, I try to keep my story active always. I'm gonna share my reel, let people know that it's a new piece of content, and then I'm gonna share 2 to 3 photos in that corresponding outfit. You know, this is just satisfying for the user of my, whoever's watching my Instagram to see a video in the outfit along with a couple pictures on the story. I just think aesthetically it looks nice. And then I'm gonna post my link on Instagram. It's really important that you pay attention to what I have to say about posting your link on Instagram. Instagram recently had new terms of service. They don't allow all link pages anymore. They only allow your OnlyFans link page in your bio if it is a link page that comes with an 18+ or sensitive content warning. Remember that. This was a spooky moment for me when they stopped recommending my page because of my link and I had no idea. They don't give you these notifications. You have to figure it out yourself, which is always fun. So I recommend link.me. I really like LinkMe. Aesthetically, it's really pretty. I'll put my LinkMe page right here. This link is what I have in my bio. The reason my bio says maried.online is because I purchased that domain on GoDaddy.com and redirected the domain to go to my LinkMe page. So feel free to go down in the description and check it out, or go to my Instagram and check it out. But what I do every day after I post my reel and some photos is I post my link with text only. I do not post my link with a photo. Almost every time I've gotten content removed on Instagram, it's because I posted a photo with a link. They do not like that. Other creators get away with it. I personally do not recommend it. I have my assistants post my link on stories every 24 hours so that if I have a random visitor on my page, they're going through it when they click my story. The most important thing though is that it's in your bio and that it's active and working. So I really encourage you to go through all your funnels, whether you start on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or wherever, and make sure that funnel is truly leading to your OnlyFans exclusive site. Even if that funnel is down for just a couple hours, say you're having a video go viral, that could cost you thousands of dollars. So just remember to always check your funnels and just always be sure that they're working well. So moving forward with what I post in a day, after you see my reel, my stories, and my link, I usually try to post something engaging in my story. Instagram stories can be the highest engaging aspect of your account. So it's good to use things like polls, questions, whatever you can. A lot of creators utilize question and answer weekly on Instagram, and that is honestly something that is so engaging and so fun for your audience. But the most important thing is you're keeping your story active. I encourage you, for your personal account or for your account you want to grow the most, share parts of your personal life in an aspect that still allows you to keep up your persona and your brand. But people really love to feel like they're seeing a tiny glimpse of your personal life. I've noticed that really increases my engagement. But also remember, 2 to 3 times a week, I recommend posting photo dumps. Photos on Instagram can go extremely viral. Instagram has switched back their algorithm to doing 50-50, 50% reels, 50% photos. If you look at your Explore feed, you'll be able to see that yourself. Photos can go extremely viral, but I have a couple tips for your photo dumps when you're posting them. One of them would be to post at least 3 to 7 photos, 3 to 5, 3 to 7. Get some really cute photos. Get them ready and post them, and put a short video at the end. This video can even be reused. It can be pulled from a previous clip you already used. It can be 3 seconds long. Post it at the end. The different types of media, I noticed, create more engagement and shareability. But if nothing else, go onto your Instagram 2 to 3 times a week. You can even schedule these posts now. Instagram has scheduling. You can schedule absolutely anything you want now. So go ahead and schedule those to go live a few times a week, and you'll start to see the likes increase on those. Like I said, they have the potential to go viral on Instagram now. Previously, I didn't believe Instagram had a true potential for a photo to go viral for many accounts that rely mainly on Reels. just remember that your photos can potentially go viral now. So they're super important. People love them. People love to see them. The best way to really view and kind of analyze what I'm posting on Instagram every day and every week is to just follow me at Marie D Online. You're gonna see everything I do and use on Instagram itself to, you know, maintain engagement. That's my biggest thing. I don't necessarily need millions of views on every video, but if my engagement levels are good per video, that's all I care about. My account status does fluctuate. A lot of people think I quote unquote get away with things. I don't. I just know how to quickly recover my errors whenever Instagram gives me a warning. Also, when it comes to banning my account, I do use recovery services. Recovery services are basically people that can help you get your account back when Meta will not. This is something that I do not speak about publicly too much, but if you go to my creator advice blog, I can give you some insight to that there. It's always, unfortunately, never guaranteed when you lose an account, but there is always hope and resources for you. Overall, I just really have begun to switch to more conservative content on Instagram and Facebook, and I've been able to see a great rise in my engagement because of this. Now, my next video, I will go over what I post specifically on Facebook because Facebook has an older audience, which means that the audience is probably better when it comes to selling them a product like your OnlyFans. I personally love Facebook for marketing my OnlyFans, and it goes right along with Instagram, but definitely some big differences there that we can talk about. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned a little something about Instagram and about how I manage my own and what I do every day to get Instagram to be my highest converting platform for subscribers to my OnlyFans. Don't forget to be subscribed here, Marie D Creator Advice, and visit my website, mariedcreatoradvice.com, and I'll see you at the next one.